Holdar, it's Tunal. Vedun gar velos atredum. But velos atredum is nothing like Isatunal.
Isatunal. I remember. After you touched the dagger, the prayer, the proclamation, Isatunal. What exactly are you proclaiming?
They don't remember. No one remembers. We don't even know what we lost.
You're not hearing a word I'm saying, are you?
Uh-huh.
You know you're adorable, right?
Sure, whatever you think is best.
Huh.
What? What's happened?
I said, you're adorable.
You're poking fun at me.
I would never poke fun. I respect you too much.
Is that so?
100%. So, what's Isatunal?
Isatunal is an affirmation, a statement of existence, of being. It means, I am here. But no, not I. I is singular, but it isn't. We either. We is multiple, but also separate.
What?
Isatunal is the eternal hymn that encompasses all time. All spaces. I am, we are, this and that, here, there, now, and forever.
What's important is that you're happy.
Happy? Happy's not it. Whole. Right, maybe. I'm certain Isatunal describes how we, the dwarves, once were. But none of the books say anything about it. None of the histories are right. If we forgot something so important, what else did we forget?
I don't know.
I'm sorry. I don't expect you to have an answer. Thanks for letting me babble, by the way.
Anytime. That's what I'm here for. Wait, that room wasn't there before, I don't think. Neverharding must have put my pack here. Makes sense. Better place to sleep than the infirmary. Guess I can spare a few moments to unpack my things. Varric and his life lessons. I asked him how we were supposed to stop Solus, and he gave me this. Take a long, hard look in it, kid. It'll always show the face of a hero who can get it done. A damn good-looking hero, if I do say so. The Antom commander I took this from thought occupying Trevisa was the same as owning it. I showed him how wrong he was. Freed a bunch of prisoners that night. Including Varric. That's also the night the Crows kicked me out of Antiva for carrying out unauthorized operations. Still can't believe they didn't back me. We're the Crows. Killing targets is what we do. The tools every professional scoundrel needs when learning the trade. I spent as much time picking locks and mixing poisons as I did training with blades or a bow. It took me so long learning to get the alchemical mixtures just right. But what I learned saved my life more than once. A peddler gave me this after I saved his caravan from bandits. He told me the scroll went back to even before Tevinter, said that elves had a rich history, even more than the rest of us. That history looked better before Elgranon and Gillenane came back and started blighting everything. Right, that's better. Now how do I connect to Solus? Just sleep or relaxing? Maybe if I clear my mind.
Back so soon. It must have been worse than I had thought.
Hello, Dreadwolf.
But perhaps I am mistaken. You may be here to correct me, to tell me that my concerns were unfounded. I am, after all, remembered as the god of lies, treachery, and rebellion.
I'm not here to debate whether what you said was accurate.
But to be clear, it was accurate.
I need to know what the gods are planning.
You are asking for knowledge no mortal in this world is privy to. If I am to share it with you, I need to know what makes you the right person to lead the fight against Algernon and Gillenane.
Someone has to do something. I may not be the right person for this job, but I'm the only one left.
So your call to action is that any attempt is better than none?
Back in the Crows, I had to deal with the Antom invasion. One night I saw a unit getting ready to transport prisoners to another city. It was way too large for us to hit.
But you did so anyway, using unconventional tactics to confuse the Antom and free the prisoners.
How'd you know that?
You helped Varric pursue me for the better part of a year. It would have been foolish not to learn about who was hunting me.
Then you know that if someone has to make a call, I'll do it.
I suppose I was not so different when I started.
Started what?
My rebellion against the Evanuris. The elven gods, as you call them. They wish to reclaim their dominion over this world. To accomplish that, they will need two things. First, the Blight. What exists in this world is a bare fragment of its power. The rest is imprisoned, until they release it.
I don't understand. Elgranon and Gillenane were elves like you, right? Why would they want to blight the world?
It is my fault. As the Dread Wolf, I was a thorn in their side. When my efforts weakened their grasp on the elven people, they grew frustrated, then desperate.
And turned to the blight.
Once the corruption took hold of them, they were blind to its horror. It was just another source of power for them. Now they would blight the world without hesitation, and call us backward and foolish for opposing them.
The blight didn't escape with the gods?
Elgranon and Gillenane escaped largely empty-handed, fortunately. Most of the blight is still trapped in the prison I created ages ago.
So what we saw at that village, that's them not at full strength?
Correct.
What would they need to do to free the Blight, and how do we stop them from doing it?
They will need to pierce the veil to reach the Blight's prison. My Lyrium dagger is one of the few artifacts capable of doing so.
We've already recovered it from the ritual site.
Excellent. Then they will have to make their own. That will give you time.
You said the gods needed 2 things, and the Blight is the first. What's the second?
Followers. They have called themselves gods. And what is a god without worshippers to sing their praises?
I'm not gonna bend a knee to blighted murdering monsters just because their ears are pointed like mine. I don't think many other elves are going to either.
Agreed. Elganan and Gillenane care little for the elves. They will find worshippers among those hungry for power. Tyrants and bullies. The cruel and the corrupt, who fear their own vulnerability and seize any chance to feel strong. If you hunt them, they will lead you to Elganan and Gillenane.
Thank you. I'll go poke at the cruel and the corrupt, and we'll see what we find.
The Veravas, the lighthouse Soluvian, can take you anywhere, if you master its secrets. Have you done so?
Not yet, but we've got one of the Veil Jumpers working on it. She'll get it sorted, and we'll see how it goes.
Yes. I suppose we will. And when you speak with Varric, please tell him that I regret what happened.
So Solus told the truth about the gods.
You heard? It's bad, Varric. If you had seen Demeda's crossing.
The team needs to act fast. And it can't do that with me leading from a bed. You've got to take point on this.
I can't do what you do. I've barely been holding it together in the short time you've been out.
You don't need to do what I do. You just need to get it done. Rook, when I put this team together, what did I look for? A detective to find the Dreadwolf, and a scout to get us the lay of the land. Exactly the people he'd expect me to recruit. Disciplined, predictable. And then there's you. Remember when we first met, kid? I watched you pick apart an entire Antom patrol in Treviso. They outnumbered you 20 to 1.
They were overconfident. I took advantage.
Which no one else did. Crows didn't appreciate the heat it brought down, but you've got a knack, kid.
For what?
Finding a way through the wildest shit I've ever seen. With a plan that no one expects. On the best day of his life, Solus wouldn't see you coming, Rook. And don't worry. I'll still be here to talk if you need me.
I'll let you get some rest.
You're gonna be fine, Rook. Hey, one last thing before you go. I've been racking my brain thinking of contacts who might help us with these gods.
You got any ideas?
Nothing. But being a leader isn't about having all the answers yourself. It's about knowing who does. Nev has connections to a whole world that Harding and I barely know. Might be worth talking to her.
Will do. Thanks, Varric.
Anytime.
Hey, Nev. Hi, Wisps.
Yeah, they're still here, but you're here for leads. You want allies to go after the gods? I've got places to look, if we can get anywhere but Arlathan.
Balara's working on it. What have you got?
Let's start with the angles we know. The gods are corrupt magic personified. Who do we hire to fight that? First, the Antivan Crows. We've got you. But if one assassin's good,
Why not two? You have someone in mind?
your most feared mage killer, the Demon of Virantium.
I've heard stories about him. We need someone good, but he needs to work with us.
It's one lead. We'll learn more if we meet him. The demon got his nickname taking out blood mages and Venatori. There's been fewer stories in recent years, but your bosses would know.
The Talons? They're gonna give me an earful.
If you want to look elsewhere,
I'll set up a meeting. What else?
a trip home.
Back to Minrathis.
Capital city and heart of Tevinter, an empire of mages that knows a thing or two about corrupt magic.
Tevinter authority.
Won't help and can't be trusted, which is why we talk to the Shadow Dragons. They're a resistance group that fights slavers, blood magic, and imperial corruption. They've got eyes and ears everywhere, including mine. If the gods enter the Empire, we might get something. Besides, I owe them an update.
These people sound great. I mean, if they're anything like you.
No one's as good as they seem, but they try.
So, we talked to the Crows in Antiva and the Shadow Dragons in Minrathis.
I wouldn't mind checking in on my neighborhood either, if Balara's ready for us.
Yeah, should check how things are going.
Almost there. I just have to. Shit. Sorry.
Can I help?
No, I've got it. Mostly, mirrors are funny things, aren't they? Reflections. They distort reality no matter what you try. And there's the trick. Control that distortion. There you have it.
What is that place?
If I had to guess, it's the Fade. Another part of it, I mean.
Didn't Morrigan say this Illuvian could go anywhere? Didn't think that meant elsewhere in the Fade.
She called it the Vir of Us, freedom of ways. I wonder...
If that is the Fade on the other side, won't it be dangerous, as the Fade often is?
More dangerous than elven gods who wield the Blight as a weapon?
Point taken.
Some of the older texts talk about a place in the Fade where all the Illuvians meet. A crossroads where you could travel across all of Thedas in just minutes.
Right. We saw something similar when we were chasing Solus. I wonder if it's the same.
It is alike, and it is not.
I've had enough surprises today, Spirit. Tread carefully.
The wolf's fang. You carry it now. Old paths. A new journey. Through there. I will wait.
Well, can't tell if that's a trap or not. But we're short on options. One way to find out.
And it didn't feel dangerous, you know? Almost more sad.
We have no idea what or who they are. So let's be careful. We need to be ready for anything.
And we still don't know what this Illuvian's gonna do. One of us should probably stay behind in case it closes.
Good point.
Just tell us when you're ready to go, Rook, and then we can figure out what's going on.
Hello again. Who are you?
A caretaker. I go where I am needed, Dweller. Now, I am here.
And where is here?
The crossroads.
Are we safe here? Or are we gonna get swarmed by more demons?
The Evanurus hunger for the crossroads. Their influence is spreading. Blight, death, madness. They send their minions to claim this place. The crossroads is in a time of need, Dweller. I cannot protect you.
You don't have to. If you're standing against the gods, then consider us reinforcements. Blight, roots, and magical seals? What's through there? Can't travel this way.
The gods want to cut us off from the crossroads.
Here, this dock seems sturdy. So you can ferry us to the other islands.
Winds await, dweller.
I'll take that as a yes.
Onward, dweller. The spirits here were driven out. Refugees now from the gods' minions. I have summoned the guardians of the crossroads to protect them. Beware. The guardians repel all interlopers.
So we're interlopers too?
The Fate Tear! That's where they're breaking through.
The gods are breaching the fate itself. And just for us.
You feed the gods!
Time to finish it.
Worthless fodder.
Making the rest of us look bad, Rook. Time to clean up.
Got through that.
I sense a way through, dweller. Find that which seals the path.
What's this? It looks like an entryway. What's going on here?
Is that spirit a prisoner?
You're awake. How's your head? The guards really knocked you about.
Well, it's,
Do you remember our mission? Gillenane's lab. The wolf sent us to infiltrate her testing grounds. Things didn't go perfectly to plan, but the wolf smuggled in help. A key. If you can fight, grab the key and we'll run for it. Just be ready for whatever the witch has in store.
It's like all she sees is another ancient elf. One of Solus's agents?
Ah, freedom. We'll move faster if we split up. See you ahead.
Blight, be careful.
Ugh. Somehow it's even more revolting here.
These are more than just memories. Fight! So Gillenane was experimenting with Blight and Darkspawn. The Blight infested her lab. If it's a memory, let's go with it. We need to find our way out before Gillenane finds us.
Wolf, you came for us. Your key was enough.
This unnatural corruption demanded my personal attention. It is strong. It has already blocked the escape route I had planned. We will need another way to the surface.
Let's all split up and find it.
I will destroy what corruption I can. You must cut through these monstrosities before Gillenane unleashes something worse.
Sola sounded rattled.
The blight really had him scared.
You see boundless creation and choose to destroy it? Learn respect for the life that will succeed you.
Using the testing grounds against us. Time to go.
Free! And faster than anticipated. Perhaps you and your allies warrant more study.
We've got company. I think we broke through to Gillenane's prized specimens.
If this is what Darkspawn looked like when Gillenane was experimenting, then...
Maybe the Darkspawn we've been seeing aren't new. Maybe they're old.
Here, the blessing you denied. Wolf, help me! Ah!
Damn! Gillenane got her.
Blood, I'm burning up!
Look out!
You would unleash a blight on this world and call it a masterwork! You, who are the most sensitive of us!
All that I am belongs to the pursuit of creation. You chose to constrain yourself. I must climb to the heights only understood by gods. I go now to join them.
Wolf, you are greater than any of them. Please, help me.
Come on. Be the god she needs. Help her.
I am so sorry I failed you. There is only one way I can help you now.
Wolf.
This place and the corruption within it must be eradicated. No trace can be allowed to spread. Go. Your work here is done. There is no need for you to witness what I must do.
It's over. Solus destroyed the lab, the blight that was here, and his agents.
I'm sure he sees some greater good. The people in his way to get there. Not as much.
This fragment might tell us more.
Oh.